Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go. So now let's go ahead and talk about the position of adjectives part 2, okay? So for us to better understand more of other position of adjectives on our sentences, let's go ahead and discuss more of what we have here. Okay, now for adjectives after the noun, so an adjective can come after the noun, okay? Not directly after, but after that, okay? So you can see some examples here. Jack was old. It looks green. He seems cheerful. So in the three examples above, the adjectives follow linking verbs was, looks, and seems to describe the noun or the pronoun, okay? So now, when adjectives are used before a linking verb, they are actually called predicate or predicative adjectives, okay? Predicate adjectives. So now, what is a predicate adjective? So a predicate adjective, sometimes called a predicative adjective, is an adjective that is used in the predicate of the sentence. From the word itself, the predicate of the sentence, okay? It is located there. Now, predicate adjectives don't appear directly before nouns or pronouns. So, predicate adjectives are adjectives that modify or describe the subject of the sentence or the clause and are linked to the subject by a linking verb. Okay, there is actually a linking verb after that. So, in the sentence, the joke was funny. The adjective funny is a predicate adjective that modifies the subject joke and is connected to it with the linking verb was. Okay, so predicate adjectives are usually connected by the linking verbs. Okay, so please remember those. Now, predicate adjectives are connected by linking verbs. Some commonly used linking verbs include, we have the be verb and all of its forms. Okay, be, is, are, am, was, were, been, and being. And we also have some verbs here like look, appear, sound, taste, smell, feel, become, seem, grow, turn, make, stay, keep, and remain. So these are just the common verbs that we use to link your predicate adjectives in the sentence. All right. Now, where do you include a predicate adjective in a sentence? So, first, typically a predicate adjective follows a linking verb. Like, for example, she looks sick. So, after a linking verb, there you can find your predicate adjective. So, predicate adjectives usually come immediately after the verb unless they are modified by adverbs. Okay, if there is an adverb, of course, they can be they can be they should not, or they should be followed by an adverb. Okay, linking verb, adverb, and then your predicate adjectives. Okay, so when there is an adverb that modifies them. All right, so my uncle is very rich. Very is an adverb that modifies rich. Okay, so therefore here we have your adverb first and then your predicate adjective, which is totally fine. All right, so it is possible for a sentence or clause to have multiple predicate adjectives used together with conjunctions and possibly comma. Okay, of course. Do you know if Esteban's family is Spanish or Italian? The flag was red, white,
and blue. So you can see here, so Spanish or Italian, okay, so these are combined by conjunction or, okay. And the second sentence, the flag was red, white, and blue. So we have commas here and also conjunction and, okay, to separate them. So all of those are actually predicate adjective, multiple predicate adjective. Okay, predicate adjectives are typically located at or near at the end of the sentence or clause. They may be followed by prepositional phrases or conjunctions that introduce a dependent clause. I was late for work. Okay, late for work. So he was sweaty because he had just run a marathon. So late, sweaty, okay, they can also be at the end. They can also introduce or be followed by a prepositional or a conjunction clause. Okay? So I would like you to please remember that more. Okay, so predicate adjective examples in sentences. In the examples below, the predicate adjective is in bold. Okay, we can see there. You will notice that every sentence that has a predicate adjective also has a linking verb, just like what we say. Dominic is sleepy. This movie looks really terrible. The baby elephant quickly became enormous. Okay, enormous. All right. So, predicate adjective rules and best practice. The most important rule to remember about predicate adjectives is that they are only used with linking verbs. Remember that. A sentence that doesn't have a linking verb generally will not have a predicate adjective in standard English. So remember, predicate adjectives should be connected by or connected with a linking verb. Now, look at this one. I read quiet. No, we don't actually have a linking verb here. So we just say, I read quietly. In the above examples, the verb read is not a linking verb, which means that we use the adverb quietly and not the adjective quiet. Okay? So do note though that there is a type of adverb often called a flat adverb. Takes the same form as its adjective. Okay, like for example, safe. We just also use the adverb safe, similar with the adjective safe. Okay? It's equivalent to safely. Now, of course, the reverse idea will also be true if sentence doesn't have a linking verb. It does have a linking verb. It should have a predicate adjective and not an adverb. So turtles are slow. This is correct. We don't say turtles are slowly. Since we have our linking verb are, then it takes an adjective after it. Okay? And the next one, with this in mind, you need to be careful of the verbs that may or may not be used as linking verb depending on the meaning of the sentence. Of course, you have to remember that there are sometimes linking verbs that would change their meaning depending on what you intend to say. So like for example, the dog smells bad. Okay? So this is a linking verb, okay? Saying that the scent of the dog, okay, is not good. Okay, the dog smells badly. We're actually talking about the skill of the dog, the skill of smelling. Okay, a smelling skill of the dog is so bad or badly. Okay, do we understand that? And both of the above sentences are grammatically correct. However, they have different meanings. The first sentence uses smells as a linking verb with a predicate adjective. The dog has a terrible stench or scent. The second sentence instead uses smells as an action verb modified by the adverb badly. It's the action of the dog. Okay. The poor dog has a stuffy nose and can sniff as well as she should. Okay. It is important to keep in mind what you want your sentence to mean so you don't accidentally confuse your listener by using an adverb when you should have used a predicate adjective. Okay?
So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.